Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're going to be doing a tequila bottle inspired design. So if you guys did not know, this month is Mexico Independence Month. The day is actually September 16th. So leading up to that, I always try to do a few sets that are inspired by the Mexican culture. If you guys have not seen my previous videos from the previous years, make sure you guys check that out. I'll leave a playlist so you guys can look at all of those designs that I have created. If you guys are not familiar with the Clase Azul tequila bottle, these are hand painted in Mexico. They are absolutely beautiful. I am so excited to be doing this because I recently got my first bottle for my birthday, and the tequila honestly is very smooth. So if you guys are tequila fanatics, make sure you guys check that out. It is a little bit pricey, but the bottle is absolutely beautiful, and they have different versions as well. But for this one, we're just going to be doing the classic white and blue design. So I decided to do a nude base. We're going to be doing the white and blue design on top of the French style nail tips. So getting right into the application, we are starting off with the acrylic brush from Not Polish in a size 12. This has been my go-to recently. Along with that, I'm using the Kiara Sky monomer, and I'm also using this beautiful nudish pink color from Profiles Backstage. I forget that I have their amazing cover colors, and I really like them. So I was trying to get away from my typical colors that I grab every single time I'm gonna use a nude color. This one is just the nude color from Profiles Backstage from their cover powders. So if you guys are interested in a really good formula cover acrylic, this one is my go-to from them. They also have another one called Flawless, so make sure you guys check those out. But we're just going to be doing our basic acrylic application for this part. I'm just taking medium-sized beads of acrylic, applying that from the tip going up towards the cuticle area. If you guys are struggling with your acrylic application, I always recommend try to find a good quality product. You will be surprised at how much of a difference that makes. I have noticed a huge change whenever I do classes, and people are struggling at the beginning of the class, and by the end, because they are using really good quality and I'm showing them kind of how to pick up their bead, the correct proper portions, I feel like the change is insane. So make sure you guys try to invest in a really good product that is gonna help you so much. So this one is a really good starting point if you guys are looking for a good acrylic beginner kit. Profiles Backstage offers one on their website, and it pretty much has everything that you might need to start creating acrylic nails. So make sure you guys check that out. But I'm just going in and applying that on my base. We're going to be doing a thin layer of that. I'm not building up the apex too much because this is just a practice hand. So keep that in mind when you're watching me apply the acrylic. I'm going in with my e-file and we're going to be filing the surface of the nail. I am going in first around that cuticle area to make sure that acrylic is nice and flush. And then I like to go vertically up and down the surface of the nail just so that I can get a full motion of filing right down to the tip and up towards the cuticle area. If I were to try to file side to side horizontally with my bit at the length that it is, it's not going to work and your handpiece is going to get in the way. So this is just my way of making my life a little bit easier, and filing it vertically up and down helps a ton because you're able to file the entire length of that nail without it getting caught. So I'm going to go in again around that cuticle area and then vertically up and down the surface of the nail. Very, very light pressure. I am using the 5-in-1 bit from Kiara Sky, and then my eval speed is at 11 to 12,000 RPMs.
All I see is blessings. Got no time for stressing. Don't believe in failures in my life. It's only lessons.
I'm going in on the sides of the nails with my Tammy Taylor peel and stick file. This is my go-to hand file. Definitely recommend it. I've been using it for years and I love them. We're going in on the sides and making sure that that shape is nice and straight. And then I'm going to be flipping the hand around to look at the nails from the client's perspective to fully shape out that tip and make sure everything is nice and straight.
We gon' make it through if it takes us all night. No matter what the odds may bring our way. I can see the blessings coming our way. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Blessings on blessings, yeah. I can see the blessings coming our way. Our way, our way. Blessings on blessings, yeah. I can see the blessings coming our way. I can't say that life's been perfect or complain, cause life's been worth it. And all because of who he is.
I'm going in with the Profiles Backstage Sponge Buffer, and I'm just going to be buffing the surface of the nail. Since we are going to be drawing on the surface of the nail, I want to make sure that that canvas is super, super smooth, and this is the perfect buffer to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and repeat that on all of the nails, and then we're going to be cleaning the surface of the nail along with my practice hand so that everything is nice and dust free. I'm going in with this gel paint liner from Profiles Backstage. I have been using the liners quite a bit more. I've been liking the consistency of a liner versus paint. It's a little bit easier to kind of glide on the surface, especially when you're going to be covering a large amount. You don't get crazy streaks out of it. So I've been using these a lot more often than I have been using my gel paints. So definitely recommend some liners if you guys are looking for a good way of drawing on a nail. We're just going to start off by applying that in a smile line shape. And then we're going to be infilling the rest of the tip. And I'm going to be repeating that as my base design for all of the nails.
Shape me, use me, I am yours. Take me, break me for the glory of the Lord. Okay, not only does he hold me when I'm down and feel I'm folding.
So what I like to do is just do one tiny little dot. That is going to give me the indicator spot of where I want my smile line to end and kind of give me a beginning stage of that almond shape that I like to do. I prefer my smile lines to be more of an almond shape. So I'm starting off on one side, drawing a line upwards, and then doing the other side. And sometimes I will make it a little bit wider just in case I need to fix it. I have that space for error. So as you can see, it's a little bit wonky right here, but then I'm going to be going in and kind of cleaning it up. And if I need to remove any part of that smile line, I'm actually going to be taking a 3D brush with a little bit of Young Nail swipe on it, the most minimal amount of swipe on it, and I'm going to use that to clean the surface to be able to clean up and sharpen up that line. And as always, we're going to be curing this in the light for a full minute. I prefer to do 2 rounds of the 60-second option, or sometimes I'll just do a 90-second option depending on how long I take on the opposite hand when I'm working on a client. So always make sure, because you are doing a large amount of paint, you want to make sure you are fully curing that and all the thick layers are fully cured. Once we are out of the light, I'm going to be going in with the design. For this portion of the design, I am actually using the blue color gel paint from the frosting gel paints from Profiles Backstage. They're my go-to gel paints. I really like them, and this blue color went so well with the design that I'm trying to recreate. Super simple type of design. We're going to be taking my nail art brush from Amazon. I'm going to be doing tiny little petals pretty much in the shape of a heart in the direction that I want, and then I'm doing a line directly through the entire line of hearts that I did to kind of connect them all and create that type of design that we're trying to go for. Now I'm pretty much just kind of going in and randomly doing lines of this. And for example, on this middle finger, I'm actually going to be recreating a design that I saw on one of the bottles. It kind of goes in like a flower type of design, and then the little petals kind of blossom around. So we're pretty much going to be trying to recreate that. So if you guys are not familiar with the Clase Azul Tequila bottle, these are hand painted from Mexican artists, and I think it is insane to think that every single bottle is unique, as they are all hand painted. None of them are exactly the same. So I feel like that is like the uniqueness of this tequila, and not to mention they are absolutely beautiful. So I am so excited to be doing this type of design. It is super simple. If you guys get into doing little petals, I feel like once you do one petal, it's kind of like a given that you'll be able to do the rest. So I'm kind of just using my imagination and putting them wherever I feel like it would look really cute. And for example, this one is kind of going to be going into like a crisscross pattern, and I'm going to be putting some up top as well. And then for the pinky, since we have a very little bit of space to kind of draw on, I'm actually just going to be doing a diagonal line down towards the tip. And then of course, always remember to cure in the light whenever you feel it is necessary. If you absolutely feel the need to cure after every single nail, please do so. I have had instances where I refuse to do that and then I'm smearing it on accident because I got a little too comfortable. So make sure you guys are always curing whenever you feel it is necessary. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this one off. We're gonna be popping that in the light for a full minute, making sure that all the layers of the gel paint are fully cured, especially because this is a very pigmented gel paint. You wanna make sure you are fully curing it. Once it's out of the light, I'm going in with my top coat. We are using Gloss It from Not Polish. It is my go-to shiny top coat. We're gonna be lathering that on the surface of the nail, making sure you're fully coating that nail art so that you do not get any chipping. But that pretty much concludes today's video. Let me know what you guys think down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned a ton, and I'll see you guys next time.